Hey everyone, Erickson Drone here with a mystery that's close to home, right across the freeway from me actually. Here in Napa, there's a big hill, about 75 feet high, looking out over the southern marsh. And while that's not rare in itself, what's on top of the hill is, at least in this area. I know it looks like a brick oven, but I just don't think it's that simple. I'm hoping that if I give you enough context with these drone shots, you can finally help me figure out what this thing is, and more importantly, why it's at the top of this hill and not the bottom. Typically, the higher you go up, the more expensive things get. It just takes more labor and time to build things at higher elevations, and usually why properties are more expensive that sit higher up on the hills. That's the first clue for me. It was a decision to make this thing, specifically in this spot, despite the extra time, labor, and money that it would take. For some context, this property has never had any development on it other than a small group of ranch houses at most. Cattle still roams here, and that brings me to a really interesting feature that's on the eastern side of this hill. Then we'll take a closer look at the structure. So this carved feature here that looks like a large trough just can't be natural. I feel like there has to be a connection to ranching on the property. Maybe not specifically with the brick feature, but it could give us a clue to why it might be there. It almost looks like a chute or gathering area for cattle. Maybe they were moved through this area consistently over the past couple hundred years. There's a foundation right over here next to all these pens, so maybe these more modern fences have migrated slightly to this area. Okay, let's zoom in and see some detail on this thing. One thing that's throwing me off is the vent. Is this a vent to let smoke escape, or is it a vent to allow clean air in? The daily winds here generally blow from west to east, with the coast just a couple ranges over. So that could either bring fresh air in or blow smoky air away. I've lived here for years though, and I've never seen smoke coming from it, or anyone using it for that matter. Either way, this opening doesn't seem big enough to facilitate someone going in and out on a regular basis. What kind of tools would they need to get access that deep? I wonder if this thing used to be more buried, and we're seeing it more exposed from the erosion over time. If this was a buried cellar for storage, why would it be at the top of this hill, far away from the homestead site? If I was building an oven this big with so much that could be cooked at one time, I would definitely have built it at the bottom of the hill because it would have taken an insane amount of time and work to transport all that. There's also this pond here, but I don't think it's been here long. I didn't see any reference to it on any old maps. Thinking about water though, and considering we're in the marsh, maybe the elevation has something to do with flooding. Napa has historically flooded, and with the exception of this one ranch on the valley floor, all the other houses are up on the hills, away from the river. So what if it wasn't for something short term? The only thing I can think of that would be used on a long-term basis on a cattle ranch would be a smokehouse. I was reading about something called a gravity smokehouse, where ranchers would build fires that would rise uphill and draft through hanging meats. I'm not sure how this particular design would allow the control of the smoke, or how they would even get in there to hang the meats. And just in case you're thinking it, there isn't any other entrance that I can find. Please let me know if you have any ideas or what your opinion is on what this thing could be. I've lived here for years, I've droned it all the time, and I just don't know why this thing would be on top of this hill. I kind of get it if it was at the bottom, but it's the top of the hill that's throwing me off. Learning about history through discovering things like this is what I love to do. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next Forgotten Trail.